Hello, Slap fans. You may not recognize my face, but if you've been watching slap competition videos on the internet, you will definitely recognize my voice. My name is JT Tilley, and I am the founder of American Slap Fighting and the CEO of SlapFIGHT Championship. Over the past several years, it has been my responsibility to both discover, develop, and introduce new slapping talent to the world. During my tenure as Slap CEO, I've introduced fans to some of the biggest names in slapping. And now it's time to add a few new faces to the already stacked SlapFIGHT roster. Since the SlapFIGHT Challenger Series was announced, over 2,500 aspiring slap fighters registered to compete at SlapFIGHT.live. After careful consideration and several eliminations, we have invited 12 unknown slappers to Branson, Missouri to compete for the opportunity to join SlapFIGHT Championship. We call this group the Dirty Dozen. Let's take a look at some of them now. From New York, future copyright infringement defendant, Joker. An anime-influenced slapper from the Lone Star State with hopes to put the name Slap Kage on the SlapFIGHT radar. 112-pound Missouri-based Mallet hopes to dominate the rankings in the SlapFIGHT birthweight division. From Utah, the dwarf Sasquatch makes the rare choice to compete using his legal name. Veteran slapper Scrappy Doo returns, looking lean and mean and planning to slap his way back onto the SlapFIGHT Championship roster. The most intense of the competitors, Black Larry, has traveled from Arizona to showcase his bitch slapping skills. He wants to earn a contract in the SlapFIGHT Championship middleweight division. Factory worker and single father of 2 boys, Wildman makes his slap fighting debut tonight. And the masked Mojito is here all the way from rural Mississippi by way of Memphis, Tennessee. He claims to have a secret slap. Could this also mean he has secret biceps? Stay tuned. And Captain Flamingo flying in all the way from Pennsylvania. He's the tallest of the competitors with the widest wingspan, and he's itching for a fight. This past weekend, all 12 finalists traveled to the SlapFIGHT Combine, where they had the opportunity to work one-on-one with SlapFIGHT veterans Rocky Moore, Raven, Young James, and Frank the Tank. They were shown some high-level techniques and learned the most proven ways to avoid penalty during tonight's competition. Hello, slappers, and welcome to the SlapFIGHT Challenger Series. We started with 2,500 submissions, and after several eliminations, we are left with you 12 finalists. So congratulations. Today we will choose a handful of you to join our family at SlapFIGHT Championship, but this will not be a typical slap competition. Are you ready for a challenge?
Yeah!
Perfect. We have randomly selected the first challenger. When your name is called, step forward and prepare to issue your first challenge. Scrappy Doo. Having competed 3 times within the promotion, 112-pound Scrappy Doo is the lightest competitor in SlapFIGHT history. He made his debut at the SlapFIGHT Summer Smash, where he battled future top contender Raven in a firefight that ended with Scrappy Doo on the mat. Next, he faced Maniac Matt, former professional wrestler, in a 2-fight series that saw Scrappy as the eventual winner. Mr. Doo is always willing to face heavier opponents, but hopes to one day see the development of a SlapFIGHT flyweight division. Until that day, he plans to bulk up and slap his way back into the SlapFIGHT ranks.
I feel like I do have an advantage in my weight class, being trained with Frank the Tank, Biscuit. I've also been researching with other successful slappers, different techniques, ways to improve my skills, and can't wait to show it. think having it 5 rounds is going to be easy for me. Being 2 of my fights, I've won 10 rounds. I went 4 rounds with a stud, so I feel I have an advantage.
Scrappy, it's time to issue your challenge. You can call out any competitor within your weight restrictions, and the slapper that you choose may accept or decline. If they decline to face you, they will sacrifice the first slap in their next match. Please make your choice.
Choose Mallet.
So I found out about SlapFIGHT Championship about 3 years ago from YouTube, obviously, and been wanting to do it since. Finally got my opportunity, so I'm here to knock some fucking heads off. So the last fight I got in, I was headbutted by a 350-pound dude. So having a dude that's the same size as me definitely feels like an advantage, and I know I can take it.
And here we are back at the barrel. Scrappy Doo has called out Mallet, and Mallet has accepted. Our lead official this afternoon will be Q Davidson. And as Davidson makes his way to the barrel, I'll point out to you that in the corner of Mallet this afternoon, legendary slapper Rocky Moore, and in the corner of Scrappy Doo, people's champion Frank the Tank. Let's listen into the coin toss. And Scrappy Doo wins the coin toss. He will elect to slap first. All right, folks, let's take a look at the rules of slap fight. First off, no clubbing. All competitors must land their strikes with an open hand. The heel of the hand may make contact but cannot extend past the chin. Next, no stepping. Feet must be planted shoulder width apart, and there can be no pivoting or stepping when striking. And finally, no flinching. Small reactions are allowed, but any movement that affects the power of the strike is a foul. And we're back. Last night, both of these fighters tipped the scales at 112 pounds. That makes this the lightest fight in the history of the sport. Round 1.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, Scrappy Doo with a slobber knocker to start the match. And just like that, Mallet's feelings are hurt. All right, the official just warned Scrappy just to keep his strikes just a little bit lower, but no violation.
Better be ready, bro.
Mallet says you better be ready. He's going to check his placement here. Bottom of round 1. And here comes Mallet.
2, 3.
Great slap by Mallet. And round 1 is in the books. Scrappy Doo, top of round 2.
1.
Here's the windup.
2, 3.
Another great slap by Scrappy. Mallet staggers back, but not enough to call a knockdown. Rocky Moore in the corner giving good advice. Frank the Tank in the corner of Scrappy. They've trained together for about 2 years. Recently, Mallet also began training with Frank the Tank.
2, 3.
And Mallet returns fire with another fantastic shot. Look at the face of Scrappy. He's determined. He's been waiting for a very long time for an opportunity to get back into the show. Mallet's been training very hard, looking for an opportunity as well. And now they find themselves in round 3 of a 5-round fight.
2, 3.
Oh, and another fantastic shot from Scrappy Doo, who has clearly been working on his hands. Now Rocky's in the corner of Mallet, letting him know that he needs to just take the ridge of his hand and aim for the jawline. We're going to see if he takes that advice here. Scrappy Doo clearly in the zone. Mallet looks a little bit nervous. So far, great performance from both fighters.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, another fantastic slap. Unbelievable fight so far. Combined weight of 224 pounds. And these guys are throwing some big power for a couple of flyweights. Scrappy Doo says, let's go. Round 4. Scrappy smells blood in the water here.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, no. I spoke too soon. That looked like it might have been a club. Okay, and lead official Q Davidson's going to issue a warning to Scrappy Doo for clubbing. Now, that's just a warning. It will not affect the scorecards, but if there's another clubbing violation during the match, Scrappy Doo will lose a turn. Now, the club doesn't seem to have affected Mallet much, but he does have a full minute to recover here. Rocky Moore, a veteran slap fighter. He's been with us since SlapFIGHT 3 back in 2018. Frank the Tank, been with the company since SlapFIGHT 1. All right, bottom of round 4 in this flyweight match. Mallet with the windup. Here we go. And another good slap from Mallet. Not quite as much power as we've seen in previous rounds, but fantastic placement. Now we're coming up on the last round. There's no clear winner here. Both of our competitors having a word with their cornermen. Fantastic to have so much experience in the corner. But the intensity at the barrel is on full display here. Last round.
1, 2, 3.
And a clean strike from Scrappy Doo. If you're keeping score, this has been a fight with no violations, 2 warnings, but no penalties. And this will be the final slap of the match. Mallet checking his placement.
1,
He's swinging for the fences, and here we go.
3.
Okay, another clean slap. Fantastic fight. Kind of a crazy fist bump as always. And now we're going to wait and see what the judges have decided. Taking a look at the replay here, fantastic precision on display from both fighters. That's a testament to the coaching of Frank the Tank. All right, boys, we do have a winner, but first I'd like to congratulate you each on a fantastic fight. Very, very impressive, but there is a winner by split decision. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Scrappy Doo. And now both of these slappers will have a brief recovery period, and then it's right back into the pack, ready for the next challenge. Okay, Slappers, are you ready for the next challenge? Perfect. I will now select another competitor at random. If your name is called, step forward and prepare yourself to issue your challenge. The next challenger, Wild Man.
I'm Wild Man, I'm from Fulton, Missouri, and I'm here to get shit done. I'm here because it's a good opportunity, and it's a good opportunity for me and my family, and I want to take advantage of it as soon as I can.
Wild Man, you may now issue your challenge.
The Masked Mojito accepts your challenge. I'm the Masked Mojito. I'm from Memphis, and I'm here to slap people. And if I have to be slapped, that's just part of the sacrifice. I feel I'm special because I really want to slap some people, and I feel like everyone else wants to, but not as much as me. I find it hard to see an end to my slapping career. I feel like I'm just gonna be always slapping. I'm made to be dead or a vegetable by the time I'm done slapping people. One or the other, or both.
And we are back at the barrel. Kind of an awkward stare down going on between Wild Man and the Masked Mojito.
Good luck.
Lead official Q Davidson at the barrel. We're going to listen in here to the coin toss.
Tails.
Tails it is.
Nailed it. All right, folks, let's take a look at the rules of slap fight. First off, no clubbing. All competitors must land their strikes with an open hand. The heel of the hand may make contact but cannot extend past the chin. Next, no stepping. Feet must be planted shoulder width apart, and there can be no pivoting or stepping when striking. And finally, no flinching. Small reactions are allowed, but any movement that affects the power of the strike is a foul. Referee Q Davidson just going over some last-minute questions with the competitors. Wild Man representing the state of Missouri. Frank the Tank in his corner. Young James in the corner of the Masked Mojito, representing Mississippi by way of Memphis, Tennessee.
Work hard, say what you need to. If you have any questions, come to me.
The Masked Mojito is kind of an interesting character. He had us in stitches last night at the weigh-ins. Didn't do a lot of training at the Combine. He has a secret slap that he's trying to keep under wraps. And I'm hoping that we get a chance to see that secret slap at some point today. All right, round one. Already we've got an issue here. The Masked Mojito has got his chin all the way over the center of the barrel, and that is not good. And you can see here Rocky Moore and young James are in a little bit of a panic here. That is not a good technique for defense. We're going to see if it holds up here. Round one.
2, 3.
Oh, man. A little bit of a wet turd here of a slap from Wildman, but still Mojito stays in the pocket. He now has 1 minute to recover, and then he can return fire. Young James, current heavyweight champion of SlapFIGHT Championship. A little bit confused about which ear to put the cotton ball in, or both. All of our competitors wear cotton in their ears to protect their eardrums from damage. And we're going to find out what the Masked Mojito has to offer. Here is his windup.
1, 2.
Oh my gosh. And the Masked Mojito with a big shot in round one. Now, I don't know if that had any power in it or if maybe it was just that he caught the wild man by surprise, but the Masked Mojito just showed out in round one. Having a quick conversation with his corner man, young James. And the same on the other side of the barrel with Wildman and Frank the Tank. Going into the top of round two. Wildman was woken up by that last slap.
1,
Bringing his windup down low.
3.
That wasn't a bad slap, but it did look like it's possible that he may have stepped. And it looks like our auxiliary official is calling a flinching warning for Mojito. So we've got a warning for stepping for Wildman and a warning for flinching on the Masked Mojito. Now these are just warnings, but if either competitor commit the same violation again, he will lose a turn. Masked Mojito says, I have to win this now. Here we go. Round two.
One, 2, 3.
Crazy style with the Masked Mojito, but somewhat effective. Wasn't a very powerful strike, but it was effective and it was clean. So the Masked Mojito is on the board as we roll into round three. Wildman is an interesting character. Father of 2 boys, single father of 2 boys. Was once homeless, now works in a factory, works hard to provide for his kids. Great father.
1, 2, 3.
And not a bad slapper, just a little bit reckless there. That one caught the Masked Mojito in the eyeball. And he's going to get a little scolding here from Q Davidson. Obviously an unintentional violation. Wildman, very nice guy. Intimidating guy, but once you get to know him, he's just a teddy bear. The Masked Mojito and young James talking a little bit of strategy here.
You know what time it is? Slap a clock.
Oh God, it's slap a clock, says Masked Mojito. Here's the wind up.
2.
And another clean slap. Oh, maybe not. Hold on, we've got our line official with the flag up.
We have a stepping violation.
And yes, we're going to call a stepping violation on Masked Mojito. That's unfortunate. Just a warning, though. If the Mass Mojito steps again during this fight, he will lose a turn. This is a 5-round scheduled fight. We're rolling into round 4. Pretty even fight so far. 2 warnings for Mass Mojito, 1 for flinching, 1 for stepping, and of course 1 warning for stepping from Wildman. Other than that, the cards are relatively even. And here's your windup for round 4.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, nice clean slap from Wildman. Wasn't a lot of power in that slap, but sometimes it's not about power. Sometimes it's about dialing back your power to win the decision. And in a competition like Challenger Series, you may fight 2 to 3 times in one day. So, oh, a quick conversation here. Mass Mojito was confused. He thought he was going to get slapped twice. That is not the case. His violations were separate, 1 for flinching, 1 for stepping. So no loss of turn. Mass Mojito mixing it up, putting his arm behind his back this time. Oh, and then bringing it back. Oh, my goodness. Whoa, the Mass Mojito showing out again. It makes you wonder if he's just making this up as he goes along or if this is something that he's practiced in front of his bathroom mirror. This is going to be the last round, round 5 of a scheduled round 5 fight.
Final round.
You heard referee Q Davidson say that in a much more convenient way. This is anybody's match. Wildman with his last shot. Let's see what he makes of it.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, that's the best shot of the match so far. We've got 1 more slap on the menu from the Mass Mojito.
Last slap. Last slap. You got it, Mass Mojito.
He was unaware. Look at the intensity and fierce concentration on the face of Mojito.
2, 3. Yeah.
And that was one of the most interesting matches I've seen in a long time. Wildman versus Mass Mojito is in the books. And now we're going to go to the judges and see who won that fight.
Just 3 corners. Okay, gentlemen, we have the decision.
First of all, gentlemen, fantastic fight. Great performances on both sides of the barrel. We do have a winner tonight. We have a decision winner, ladies and gentlemen. Wildman. And now both of our slappers will have a quick meeting with the medical team before having a short moment to recover and then right back into the pack, ready for the next challenge. The next challenger chosen at random, Concrete Finisher. James, quiet.
Sorry.
The concrete finisher, Team Destroyer. I'm here, I don't mind being hit, I just want to slap people. Among all the slappers, I think I've trained harder than most of them. I've got to train with Darius the Destroyer. I've trained with Raven. Those guys have shown me a lot of good technique. I'm going to go in and I'm going to destroy somebody.
Thought Kage would be entertained today. I'm here to fucking knock someone's fucking head off. I don't care who it is, I don't care who's in my fucking way. As long as I make a name for myself, whoever's in my way, they're gonna be an object, gonna get moved. Well, if I smack the shit out of someone, their jaw actually fall off, I would definitely help them up. But if their jaw's still intact, shit, he can get up on his own.
Friends, it is time for the third fight of the day. And as always, we're going to listen in to the coin toss.
Okay. You had our call out, so you'll call the coin. Okay? Call it in the air. Heads. Tails it is.
Yeah!
And the Slap Kage wins the coin toss, and he is going to slap first. All right, folks, let's take a look at the rules of slap fight. First off, no clubbing. All competitors must land their strikes with an open hand. The heel of the hand may make contact but cannot extend past the chin. Next, no stepping. Feet must be planted shoulder width apart, and there can be no pivoting or stepping when striking. And finally, no flinching. Small reactions are allowed, but any movement that affects the power of the strike is a foul. We are just moments away from the third fight of the afternoon. Concrete Finisher has called out Slap Kage. Slap Kage has accepted. And lead official Q Davidson's going to go over just a few last-minute details with the competitors before we begin. Slap Kage representing the state of Texas. And Concrete Finisher, of course, part of Team Destroyer out of Missouri.
Bad motherfucker walk away.
You just found yourself in the wrong place.
Maybe not.
All right, we've got some strong words here from both competitors. Kage checking his placement here. Here's the windup.
2, 3.
Oh, and a big shot from SlapKage, and Concrete Finisher is on his ass. Oh my. Okay, amazingly, the Concrete Finisher seems to have already recovered.
Still got 45 seconds.
He has a total of 60 seconds to regain his composure and step back to the barrel.
Here, step back, step back. Can I get a towel?
Okay, we've got a little bit of water spilled here next to the barrel. Our lead official's going to take care of the housekeeping. SlapKage with some big, big power. Completely unexpected.
Okay, 15 seconds out.
Now that's one knockdown for SlapKage. 3 knockdowns would be a technical knockout. But it looks like Concrete Finisher is back.
2, 3.
And he delivers a big blow of his own here. His opponent stumbles back but does not go down. Wow. Top of round 2, SlapKage is going to have the barrel. He's decided to go with his glasses while slapping, and he'll remove his glasses, of course, when receiving a slap.
Do it again.
Checking his placement.
1,
And here's the windup.
2, 3.
Oh, another knockdown from SlapKage, and Concrete Finisher is hurt.
Okay, go to your corner, man. Stabilize.
Oh, no. And it looks like we've got a violation here.
Clubbing.
We've got a clubbing violation on SlapKage. Oh, no. Let's take a look at it here. It looks like the heel of the hand was extended just a little bit deeper than it's allowed. Of course, that's completely accidental, but that's unfortunate.
Bottom of the second round.
Again, Concrete Finisher looks recovered. We're rolling into the bottom of round 2. We now have 1 knockdown for SlapKage. Definitely up on the scorecards.
2, 3.
Oh, and the Concrete Finisher still in it. SlapKage kind of looks at him and grins, but definitely he felt that one. Young James in the corner of SlapKage. Fantastic corner man, lots of experience, and he's the current SlapFIGHT heavyweight champion, of course.
Top of round 3.
Round 3.
1,
Here's the windup.
2, 3. Took it well.
And Concrete Finisher eats the shot. The tide may have turned here.
Okay, that's your second club.
Here we go.
Oh no, we've got another clubbing violation on SlapKage. That's not good.
Okay. You got 2 consecutive.
He's having just a difficult time with the heel of his hand. Of course, the heel of your hand may make contact with the chin at SlapFIGHT, but it cannot extend any deeper. And that's the struggle that SlapKage is having currently. Again, completely accidental, but still, the rules are the rules. And so we're going to be running into the bottom of round 3, and SlapKage has lost his round 4 turn due to violation. Concrete Finisher with the windup.
2, 3.
Oh! Concrete Finisher with a big shot, and the SlapKage is hurt.
Take your time.
He stumbled into his corner, man. That's going to count as a knockdown. But one look at the face of SlapKage, and you can see that he is hurt. This could be the end of the fight.
Good call. 40 seconds.
taking full advantage of his break here, having a conversation with his corner, trying to recover. Again, this is a scheduled 5-round fight, and we are in the bottom of round 3. SlapKage is ahead on the scorecards, quite definitely. This is the second shot in a row for concrete finisher. Here we go. Oh, and SlapKage is hurt again. Oh, he's not there. This may be the end of the fight, and it is. Q Davidson has seen enough. That's going to be a TKO win for the concrete finisher. Holy smokes. Big power from both competitors, but in the end, it's the concrete finisher walking away with the win. And let's just take a look at the replay here. At the end of the fight, you could tell that SlapKage was no longer in the building. Incredible performance by concrete finisher. He showed incredible resilience, fantastic recovery, and in the end, big power by your winner, the concrete finisher. One of your names has been chosen a second time. Wild Man. Use it. You may now challenge any member of the group.
I'll try you again.
The Max Mojito accepts your challenge.
And we are back. It's a rematch. The Masked Mojito versus Wildman 2.
Tails it is.
And Wildman wins the coin toss. It's a mystery why Wildman would call out the same fighter for his second fight. Not a lot of benefit to him. He's already beaten this fighter. Masked Mojito, however, has an opportunity to even the score, so we'll see how it goes. Wildman using the biscuit technique here. This is a technique that was developed by Biscuit, one of the fan favorites at SlapFIGHT.
2, 3.
Oh, no. Okay, pretty clear what happened here. Wildman had his thumb tucked inside of the slap there. You can see Q Davidson is informing them now that's not a good slap. Wildman's going to be scolded about that. You got to have the thumb's got to be tucked into your hand, but it cannot be the point of contact. So he's going to have to pull that together. Now Rocky Moore in the corner of the Masked Mojito is letting him know that this is an opportunity for him to steal this round. The Masked Mojito with a very unconventional style. Let's listen in.
1, 2, 3. Good slap.
There wasn't a lot of power in the slap, but he did win the round.
60 seconds.
The Masked Mojito from Memphis, Tennessee by way of Mississippi. And of course, from Fulton, Missouri, Wildman. His cornerman, Frank the Tank, coincidentally also from Fulton, Missouri. They do not train together, but they do live in the same small Missouri town. All right, round 2. You see the biscuit technique employed again. Here's your windup.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, much better slap that time. It's an interesting technique. I don't know if it's going to work for him. He's not getting a lot of power out of it, but okay, it seems that there's been a warning issued here for flinching against Mojito. The Masked Mojito is going to check his placement here. We're at the bottom of round 2.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, another clean slap, not a lot of power. I'm not so sure that's going to be a win for him on that round, especially with his flinch warning. Not a great round for Mojito. Rolling into round 3. Wildman looking for his second win tonight against the Masked Mojito. The Masked Mojito has been teasing us with a secret slap. We haven't seen it yet.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, not a great situation here. What happened here was the Masked Mojito flinched. He also raised his left shoulder, and it caused the slap to hit the shoulder and the chest a little bit more than the chin. So that's going to be a penalty. And the Masked Mojito will now lose his round 3 slap.
You'll be going 2 consecutive times.
So that means Wildman will have another slap immediately. Right now, it will be the beginning of round 4. At SlapFIGHT Championship, we do not give away penalty slaps or bonus slaps, but you do lose a turn with excessive penalties. And so here we go, round 4.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, now that's the best slap of the match so far. In fact, that's probably the best slap for Wildman today. But the Masked Mojito he actually has a chin, and he looks like he's doing just fine. Such a friendly guy. Rocky fingers his ear just for a moment, and now he's going to step back to the barrel at the bottom of round 4. Now, right now, it's a pretty even match. Aside from the loss of turn, it looks like it would be pretty even on the judges' scorecards, but anything can happen. We still have 2 or 3 slaps remaining in the match.
2, 3.
Okay, again, not a lot of power. It's a funny slap, but it may lose the fight for you if you don't develop some power soon. This is round 5. Wildman's going to run away with this victory if something drastic doesn't happen here in this last round. If there was ever a time for the Masked Mojito to use his secret slap, it would be now. You'll notice our competitors all have tape around their wrist. The tape is not there to support the wrist. The tape is there so that we can see how deep the slap extends past the chin. At SlapFIGHT Championship, the heel of the hand may make contact with the chin, but it cannot extend any deeper. So they use that tape around the wrist there to help them gauge how deep the slap lands. All right, final round. Wildman's going to stick with that biscuit technique.
2, 3.
And another great slap. Fantastic. If you're paying close attention, that's 5 clean slaps from Wildman with no penalties. And we've had 3 clean slaps by Mojito with 1 flinch penalty. So Mojito's going to need to do something crazy here.
Secret technique. Mojito slap.
All right, here we go.
Yeah. Woo! Here he comes.
Here's your windup.
1, 2, 3.
Oh my God! The masked Mojito with a secret slap powered it up and almost got the knockout. That's definitely going to be enough for him to win the round, but I don't think that's going to win the match for him. But wow, that was exciting. Good stuff there. We'll see if anyone tries to duplicate that slap. 5 rounds in the books. That's 10 rounds today for Wildman and Mojito. Let's go down to the barrel for the announcement of the winner. All right, boys, we have a winner by decision. Wildman. Challenger. Selected at random. Mallet. Okay, fight fans, during this past replay, there was a heated conversation within the group, and Mallet has made it clear that he has every intention of knocking out Scrappy Doo. Scrappy Doo has accepted the challenge, and they're making their way to the barrel now. we're back at the barrel. These two are ready to fight now, so let's go ahead and go down and listen to the coin toss.
Call it in the air.
Tails.
Heads it is.
And Scrappy Doo wins the coin toss. He will slap first.
You have the floor, Scrappy.
Earlier today, Scrappy's name was chosen. He chose to challenge Mallet and then defeated him in a 5-round battle. It didn't set well with Mallet, and he's been waiting all day for his name to be chosen so that he can challenge Scrappy Doo to this rematch. Here we go.
2, 3.
Okay, fantastic start to the match. Scrappy Doo staggers Mallet. Mallet steps right back to the barrel defiantly. Looks like he's not going to be taking his break.
Still got 50 seconds.
Each fighter does have 60 seconds to regain their composure and step back to the barrel. Mallet's going to go ahead and swing away without the break. Here we go, bottom of round 1.
1, 2, 3.
Oh! Scrappy Doo goes down.
Here we go.
He's nodding his head like that was a fair blow. But he definitely felt it and got to get his legs back underneath him here before he continues. Okay, he just told his corner man, Frank the Tank, that he didn't feel it. I bet his ass felt it when he hit the mat, though. All right, we're about 40 seconds into the match, and both fighters feel like they needed to rehydrate. First round definitely won by Mallet. Anything can happen. 4 more rounds to go. Scrappy Doo's going to check his placement. We're in the top of round 2.
1, 2, 3. Go.
Okay, now that was actually a great slap. It just didn't have a lot of power. Mallet ate the slap. He's going to step right back to the barrel. He really wants this win over Scrappy Doo. It's a nice little rivalry we've got here. 2 fighters at 112 pounds. The 2 smallest, lightest fighters in the history of the sport going toe-to-toe at the barrel.
3.
Oh! Another knockdown for Mallet, and Scrappy Doo looks hurt. Oh my gosh. Mallet takes a knee here out of respect. And referee Hugh Davidson has seen enough. He's going to call a stop to the action. Winner by knockout in round 2. Fantastic performance by Mallet. I'm going to take a few moments here and just let Scrappy Doo clear the cobwebs before he stands up. And now we're going to go back down to the barrel for the announcement of the winner.
Good job, gentlemen. Let's announce our winner.
After 2 rounds, we have a winner by knockout, Mallet. All right, gentlemen, we have time for one final challenge. Our final challenger, chosen at random, Black Larry. Okay, Black Larry has made a bold selection here. He's called out Concrete Finisher, who we've seen throw some big power already this afternoon. We've really seen nothing from Black Larry. No one has challenged him all day. He's just been patiently waiting. This is going to be our first look at him, and he's definitely issued a big challenge here. Concrete Finisher is a proud member of Team Destroyer. Black Larry is an independent, unknown slapper. This fight is anyone's guess. Black Larry, the final challenger of the day, and he has selected Concrete Finisher. Our lead official for this final match, Q Davidson, and we will go down to the barrel now and listen in to the coin toss.
Here we go.
Tails.
Tails it is.
And Black Larry wins the coin toss. He will slap first. This match is scheduled for 5 rounds. All right, folks, let's take a look at the rules of slap fight. First off, no clubbing. All competitors must land their strikes with an open hand. The heel of the hand may make contact but cannot extend past the chin. Next, no stepping. Feet must be planted shoulder width apart, and there can be no pivoting or stepping when striking. And finally, no flinching. Small reactions are allowed, but any movement that affects the power of the strike is a foul. Final match of the SlapFIGHT Challenger Series, Black Larry versus Concrete Finisher. Of course, Black Larry on your left, Concrete Finisher on your right. All of our competitors are protected by impact mouthguards. Impact mouthguards protecting the teeth, mouth, and jaws of our competitors since 2018. Round 1, here's your windup from Black Larry.
2, 3.
Oh, Black Larry with a huge slobber knocker. Concrete Finisher is hurt. Oh my. Larry takes a knee out of respect. The EMT has stepped onto the platform. He's having a conversation with Concrete Finisher, and it does look like Concrete Finisher is okay. Okay, perfect. Okay, Concrete Finisher's having a conversation with the medical team now, and it looks like he's going to step back to the barrel. Okay, his cornerman Rocky Moore just suggested that he take every second of his break. Each of our competitors has 60 seconds to regain their composure after taking a slap. And it looks like concrete finisher is back at the barrel for the bottom of round 2.
Yeah, 10 seconds.
Still a little bit unsteady on his feet here. We'll see what kind of accuracy he has. Big windup from concrete finisher. Oh, and a big slap. Stunned Black Larry for just a moment, but Black Larry stays on his feet.
Clubbing warning. Watch that. Make sure you get your heel back.
Oh no, we've got a clubbing warning here for concrete finisher. Obviously unintentional,
Black Larry, you have the floor.
but that is a warning for clubbing. If there's another club committed during this match, concrete finisher will lose a turn.
Hold on. We'll see the rest of this.
Top of round 2. Concrete finisher's fiddling with his nose here. It might have some sort of an issue here.
1, 2, 3.
Oh my gosh. Okay, concrete finisher eats a big, big shot, stays on his feet. That's a testament to how tough concrete finisher is.
Let's go. Let's go. Go, boys.
I love the sportsmanship at SlapFIGHT Championship.
5 seconds remaining.
Take your time. Take your time.
Fantastic little fight we've got going here. Concrete finisher seems to have recovered fully.
Nice, man.
Black Larry showing out in his first match.
It's not what I was expecting.
Okay, concrete finisher says that's not what I was expecting. Black Larry has yet to take a break. Staying right in the pocket. It's going to be the bottom of round 2. Oh my goodness, big swing. Oh no. Concrete finisher slaps him in the temple. That's definitely going to be a clubbing violation. And official Q Davidson calls the violation. That means concrete finisher will now lose his round 3 slap. That means Black Larry will now have his round 3 and his round 4 slap in a row.
1,
That's not good.
2, 3.
Oh, concrete finisher is done. That's the end of the match, folks. Blood dripping from the nose of concrete finisher. Yeah, that's it. Q Davidson has seen enough. He's going to call that a TKO. Wow, what a fantastic debut by Black Larry, coming out of nowhere with the last match of the night. 3 big slaps, and he takes out the concrete finisher of Team Destroyer. Fantastic performance. Looks like concrete finisher's okay. And we're going to try to stand him up here, and we'll go down to the barrel for the official announcement of the winner, Black Larry.
All right. Like being hit by a brick.
Black Larry.
Gentlemen, my side, please.
Your final winner of the SlapFIGHT Challenger Series is Black Larry. Well, Slap fans, there you have it. The first edition of the SlapFIGHT Challenger Series is in the books. We want to thank all of the competitors who took part in the challenge and all of the fans who have been so supportive of SlapFIGHT Championship. Don't forget to find us on social media, like, subscribe, and follow to help support the growth of American slap fighting. 4 contracts were secured tonight, and I know the fans will be looking forward to the SlapFIGHT debuts of our newest prospects.